Hi guys, this is Eden. Today I'm going to talk about the policy brief I write for Youth Cancel Culture. Firstly, I'm going to talk about what is cancel culture. The concept of cancel culture became prevalent in 2015. It initially refers to the phenomenon that people online call upon others to withdraw support for public figures and companies after they have done or said something considered objectionable or offensive. Cancel culture is a form of mobile activism. The popular adoption of mobile devices intensifies cancel culture because the act of canceling often occurs on social media, with Twitter and Facebook being the key platform for these acts to take place. According to Bouvier and Machine, cancel culture is pervasive on social media because the hashtag system within social media platforms have the ability to make things go viral. And the viral contents on social media are more likely being reported by mainstream media, which will expand the influence of their action of canceling someone else. Since 2015, many celebrities in North America, such as J.K. Rowling, Donald Trump, Billie Eilish, and James Charles, have been cancelled on social media. Nowadays, the cancelled object is not only limited in celebrities, but also involves ordinary people who are deemed to have said something offensive or morally wrong. From the outset, cancel culture is driven by upholding justice. But today, cancel culture is motivated by various reasons, such as moral reasons, hatred, fame, and following the trend. Therefore, cancel culture currently often leads to hatred, resentment, and revenge. For the next part, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of cancel culture. On the positive side, cancel culture allows marginalized people to seek accountability online for their unfair treatment and acquire huge support from the mass. Each individual from the Black group or other minority groups is able to use their mobile devices to speak online to ask for respect and legitimate rights by accusing people who offend and violate their identity and appeal. Besides, cancel culture can also promote social change because it forms some social and moral standards and force people to reach it. People who fail to follow this standard will be less likely to receive support from others. For example, people who used to behave racist will be built as a negative model to warn others to stop racism and make the society more diverse and inclusive. On the negative side, cancel culture rarely does polarize people. Besides, being cancelled can lead to lost jobs or careers, as well as ruined reputations. So many people are afraid that they will be cancelled for saying something wrong or offensive. Therefore, some people will choose not to express their ideas online anymore. In addition, cancel culture is ineffective when it comes to very famous celebrities, such as J.K. Rowling, who have accumulated huge wealth and fan base. Lastly, cancel culture is now coming to ordinary people, and it sometimes turns into cyberbullying, which is very likely to harm ordinary people. And there are also negative impacts of cancel culture when it comes to the youth. With the penetration of cancel culture into school and peer groups, parents are concerned it will affect their kids. And unfortunately, this concern has come true. For example, during the Black Lives Matter protest, some young people in high school invite other school kids to cancel their peers because those people have been found to have said something racist. The result is that these young students who are deemed as a racist will be abandoned, criticized, abused, and defamed by their peers for a long time, and many consequently suffer from mental illness and physical hurt. Now I'm going to talk about the disadvantage of cancel culture when it comes to youth. Cancel culture can turn into a form of cyberbullying when young people choose to stigmatize, abuse, and threaten others who hold the different ideas with them. And this can lead to kids who are deemed guilty to be isolated and ostracized by their peers. And the young people who participate in cancel culture may not be aware that their action of canceling someone else will turn into a deviant behavior of bullying and harassment. This is because mobile devices has promoted youth cancel culture. When the deviant behavior is shared online, such behavior may be increasingly glamorized and spur others to do likewise. Besides, the mobile devices provide young people an easy way to take part in deviant activities like cyberbullying because of mobile devices affordances of constant contact, ease of accessibility, low threshold for communication, and discrete, coded messaging. Furthermore, mobile devices also help minimize and obliterate the possibility of adult supervision. Young people are less likely to realize that they are harassing others without the appropriate guidance from their parents. As a result, young participants of cancel culture may turn into juvenile criminals who unconsciously cause mental and physical harm to others. And for these youths who are cancelled or cyberbullied, they are more likely to be afraid to stand up for themselves or to express a different opinion. In the prevalence of youth cancel culture, minority groups and the people who conduct the action of canceling others are always the winner, while people who get cancelled are the loser. Young participants of cancel culture will be regarded as heroes by the minority groups because they think the canceller are helping them fight for their legal rights. In addition, according to Chills, cancellers' moral righteousness will be satisfied when they cancel someone who are deemed as violating the moral standard. However, young people who get cancelled by others are highly possible to suffer from depression and other mental illness due to the harsh criticism, abuse, and harassment from others. Furthermore, there is only ruined reputation and a broken relationship left for people who get cancelled, while no platform are given to them to respond. I have some policy recommendations for association called Parent Association. I think it's important for parent association to pay more attention on the impact of the youth cancel culture on their kids. Parent Association is a non-profit and non-partisan organization which focuses on helping parents advocate for academic achievement, physical health, and the social and emotional well-being of all students in our public schools. Although the Parent Association have made a huge contribution on students' academic career, there is a lack of guidance and attention on young people's online activity. Therefore, the Parent Association is obviously unaware of the youth cancel culture, which may turn their kids into victims of cyberbullying or the implementer of cyberbullying. As a result, I have a policy recommendation for Parent Association to prevent their kids from the negative impact of the youth cancel culture. Firstly, Parent Association is supposed to urge the school to set up courses to provide professional guidance for youth to use the internet and social media appropriately, and inform them about the potential risks within the internet and social media. Secondly, Parent Association and school can establish an online platform to enable youths who get cancelled by their peers to respond to the cancellation so that they can get a chance of repairing the broken relationship with their peers. Lastly, Parent Association and school can launch a meeting to gather students who are willing to share what they post online and talk to them so that parents have a chance to know their kids' online activity without monitoring their children's mobile devices. And here is a reference of my research. Thank you for listening.